So I'm just getting ready here. I'm gonna just send some stuff. Let's do some Twitter posts real quick. Just taking 2 seconds. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. It's not going to kind of return to what I was doing before, which is actually doing stuff on FOB. I'm just looking for one last thing. There it is. Can't forget to do my glasses, unfortunately. I just can't see anything, unfortunately, when there's a bunch of crap all over them. Okay. It's like my espionage rating update last night, but it doesn't look like it actually went up anything. So Boost probably got on, kind of leveled up further than mine did. That'd be my expectation. JG Wonder. Tough name. What's up, Tiger? Yep. Yeah, exactly. Correct.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB and you can take back the staff they captured. Make them regret they ever messed with us, boss.
Yep. Yeah, the one that was closest to him is pretty brain dead. Yep.
CP, this is Delta 3. We're under fire. Suppressed weapon. No shots heard. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out.
Hey, there he is again. This guy's on quite often. Just, yeah. That was my fault. What in the hell?
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder
What
next
in the
time.
fuck was that supposed to be? Oh, fuck this. Seriously. I have no idea what was going on there. No idea.
Boss, the rival
Just trying to plan, like, fucking mines, and it's just every single one decided to blow up on me. Like, I have no idea what happened there. I have no idea. Saving that video clip so I can look at it later. Chatbots. Well, I should probably get a bot at some point. I'll have to figure out Nightbot sometime tonight.
successfully
Oh, well, if you have to pay for a Nightbot, then I don't know if I'll do that, but we'll see.
They captured. Make them regret they ever messed with us, boss. Be careful down there, boss.
Yeah, exactly, Grim. Nobody's talking with you, apparently. I'll just wait. I'm sure, like, Savio or anybody else would be on soon. Just to give it some time. I did just start the stream, so... So there's Crimp. There's Tiger. Tiger just said something. Ooh! Oh, that's typically the only thing that he says. Like, Tiger can kind of count on to say who at some point in the chat. And that's about it. That's kind of the only conversation that he contributes to, is by saying who in the chat. So, Tiger's very talkative is what I'm saying. What's up, Silver? What's up, Mars? How you doing? Some more FOB. Oh, nice. Nice silver. I've unfortunately not had a good winning streak today. Today has been actually kind of crappy because I've been kind of screwed by random stupid crap, like killing myself constantly because claymores apparently explode on placement for no reason whatsoever. You know. What I'm saying is God doesn't like claymores. He just blows them up as soon as you place them. Whatever. Oh, let's wait for the alarm. I don't even know how that guy actually saw me shot me. Nice silver. Yeah, that happens sometimes. By the way, for people in chat, just to let you guys know, I did go and upload some of the videos that I have been meaning to upload for quite some time onto the YouTube channel. Obviously, archives are all up on the YouTube channel now, so all those past shows, you know, marathon run days, are up there. So if that's something that interests you, you can always find them there. And then also, kind of second note, I also put like together a compilation of like fail videos and some other stuff about like winning on combat and some other stuff that I put together. So there's some videos up there, just in case you guys want to check them out at some point. Might be of interest to you guys. I put funny music next to like fail videos. You know, that's about it. Been actually meaning to put together maybe like a compilation video of some of the highlights, but just haven't had enough time. But for now, I'm kind of just saving the videos as I go along. Any sort of highlight that I kind of feel like saving, I just go ahead and save it, and I'm going to start uploading them going forward. Kind of put them together on the YouTube channel. Wait! I checked 5 feet. Oh. CP. The guy walked 5 feet before he called the kid. Don't let him get the drop on you.
Infiltration successful.
World's finest military. Exactly.
Boss, the rival PF knows who we are. Better step up FOB security.
So it's actually showing me some good ones today, which is nice. I know that you have to like develop them. The upgrades are in the hand icon, I think, or either that or the box. One of the two, but I know that you have to upgrade those first. Mars, at this point, I just kind of look for volunteers that I get, because right now the most important thing to me, along with the points that you get from FOBs, I look for like 4 out of 4, but I also look for the amount of volunteers I'm going to get, typically, right now. Since I don't need to upgrade FOBs, I'm no longer like looking for fuel out of the platforms, so I no longer like raid the support platforms. So really I'm just looking for the amount of people that I'll get, you know, just based on, you know, running to the end, basically. So the volunteers are a big part of what causes me to go for them. And usually, like, you can find some higher level guys, higher level ESPG rank, the espionage rank, the more volunteers you'll get from them. So typically the higher level guys are the ones that I kind of try to raid, typically, because of that. But since the only kind of upgrade path that I have right now are volunteers, it's kind of what I go for. Just look for the least amount of time that is required to kind of get through them for the most amount of volunteers, typically. That's what I look for right now. But before, when I wasn't doing that, I was looking for the amount of resources and the resources that I needed, so I was raiding support platforms and stuff like that. Because support platforms give you fuel, which is really important, obviously, for upgrading your FOB. But since I'm done with that, I'm not really doing that any longer. I used to actually raid base development platform almost exclusively for a while, because base development platform, if you're trying to Fulton things out, is probably the best one to do, because that's where most of the resources are contained, so you have a lot more potential for points because of all the boxes and everything. But that's not really the case anymore, since I'm just kind of stealthing to the end. So really, the only things I'm looking for are, you know, being a 4 out of 4 platform, because you get more money, more points for the longer platforms. And then the ESPG rank, since you get more points for the amount of preparation and also the level of the person that you're raiding. So it's kind of those 3 things, really. Hope that made some sense for you. Yeah, Fultoning stuff is kind of like a waste of time, typically, as well. So I typically don't try to Fulton, as you mentioned, Press. Splashdown! That was funny. Love that. Yeah, like even when I like have time to Fulton people out, I don't typically, and it's mainly because the amount of time that I would spend wasting Fultoning people out actually would probably take more points away than I would earn from Fultoning stuff out.
Infiltration successful.
So, yeah, Mars, that's probably correct. But people have different perspectives on why they raid certain things. That's my reasoning behind it. I know there's people who say that you probably would get more points if you just murdered everybody, but I tried that for quite some time. And it didn't really prove to give me a lot of points, really. It did for like a point shock value at the end, but once you start realizing how much time you invest in something, and how much time you invested in like killing every single person, waiting for the alarms to come and all that stuff, you quickly realize that you're actually spending way more time for the amount of points that you're earning than is necessary, really. So, be right back. Just gonna get something to drink real quick. So that's the way I kind of look at it. I just look at it from the point of view of, you know, from time to point standpoint, like what's the best opportunity for me to get the points the quickest. And in that case, it's, you know, stealthing is the quickest if you can get through all of them. So with rolling and all that stuff, you know, preferably rolling, obviously. You know, that's the quickest way of dealing with it. And you'll see, if you look, typically out of all the platforms, if you look from like top to bottom, you know, command is typically the second most volunteers, typically, followed by combat, or combat obviously being the most out of them, not followed by, sorry, combat being the most. So that's typically why I go for combat. Some of them will give you like 8, you know, for like support, which is kind of like a nice in between. Especially if you still need fuel resources, because you can get a lot of fuel resources from support, so that's a good option if you're still looking for fuel. But typically there's nothing that's going to beat the 15 potential S's that you get from, you know, doing combat. Sometimes it's actually even more than that. I've seen volunteer amounts up to like 23 sometimes off of combat, depending on how high their espionage rating is, which is kind of crazy, especially since some of those can be like S++ and S+ and S. I've gotten actually 2 S++s or 2 S++s before in a single run, which is kind of nice when that happens.
Sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB. You can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
The only problem with, you know, the maps that have the snipers, unfortunately. Shit.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt?
That went really
Try a
poorly.
little harder next time.
I really hate the sniper maps. You should really just ignore them. Get those random, like, you know, 3 or 4 sniper guys that start targeting you immediately, and there's literally nothing that you can do. It sucks. You're not the only one, DC. I wish I could actually show the amount of hate mail that I get. You would be surprised at how much hate mail I get. It is crazy. I deleted most of them, but I still have some that I've kept in case I get a capture card, you know, just to show them off. Unfortunately, I can't show them off because I don't have a capture card right now to show them. But yeah, you'd be surprised at how much I get. It's totally insane. People get really pissed off for some reason. What's up, Exceller? Trying to get sleepy out of my eye. Oh, I don't care about it, Mars. Don't get me wrong.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB. You can capture staff from them.
No, I hear you. Sometimes, I mean, most times I can take out all the snipers usually, but once there's like 3 that see me immediately like that, where I don't have any opportunity to take them out at a time, that's when everything kind of goes to shit. Yeah, 4 more days. I got MGO at some point. Luckily I was able to make it to, like, you know, 5th on PS4, so it's great. Yeah. It's unfortunate that they weren't able to get them all out at the same time. If PC had dedicated servers for MGO, then I would have totally considered picking it up on PC as well, but since everything's going to be peer-to-peer garbage, like Konami has always done, then yeah, there's no point. I couldn't imagine having to deal with that, Morgic. It's incredibly frustrating. It's frustrating that PC is like that. I would honestly love to play on PC constantly because that's my platform of choice usually. But the cheating on PC as of late has gotten out of control. There's just no good option for anti-cheat on these games, and you know, there's a lot of cheaters out there that basically play with the idea that they just want to troll people, so that people can't enjoy like any game at all. Happens all the time, and it's really frustrating that it's like that on PC. Well, what that is, you know, Konami having no anti-cheat at all in their program, or that's just literally like, you know, cheat engine speed hack. Because they have no client-side protection at all. Nice, Phil. I'm glad I was able to help somebody out. Yeah, I've reported quite a few. Well, a few of the harassers on you know, PS4, like the guys that pull their plugs, all that stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen anybody who cheats currently on PS4. Yeah. I mean, there's one guy on PS4 right now that's number 1 on the ranks, and apparently the guy's known that he admitted that he exploits. He knows like an exploit to get him so high. So now he's like double the amount of points of anybody below him. But yeah. And that's why I've been, as of late, like, playing, you know, PS4, mostly. Because of that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've used Cheat Engine before, but I don't use it in multiplayer games. I mean, that's just horrendous. Cheat Engine is a great game, great thing to use if you're looking to modify your single player games and help your experience, because nobody makes cheats anymore for games these days for some reason. I always thought that cheats in games kind of helps give them longevity after you're done with them. So that's typically when I use cheat engine for single player games. A multiplayer games is the kind of thing that doesn't belong in, and the fact that cheat engine even works in multiplayer games is beyond hilarious. Because that just shows that they have no client-side cheat detection. Oh, really? I'm actually 5th currently. Boops has actually dropped a couple ranks. I think he's at, or he was, I think, at the MGS or MGO streamer day. Like the community day. I didn't get invited to it, but apparently a lot of former MGO pro players were there. Yep, there was a competitive MGO scene a while back, but yeah. Yep, I agree, DC. But again, it comes down to the point that the only reason why cheat engine is even, and that those types of cheats are even a problem, I mean, is because there's just no client-side cheat protection to like verify on the server side that these changes actually happen. It's the reason why, like, for instance, like the multiplayer stuff in NBA 2K15 and like all those old sports games like had like server-side checks when they would go online, because you would have to have that. So if you did cheat on your single player character and wanted to move into multiplayer, you wouldn't actually be able to use any of the bonuses that you had made from cheat engine. So it's cheat engine that they use for the speed hacking more, because that's kind of a basic function of cheat engine. But the other stuff is definitely not cheat engine. I don't know what they're using besides cheat engine, but they're definitely using something else, because cheat engine doesn't have any functions that would make them invulnerable, really. For instance, you could do that for like single player games, but I don't know if it's even possible to do it for MGS. I mean, there might be. I mean, I haven't looked at the tables, but as far as I know, like, typically the only thing that people would use like cheat engine for in multiplayer games is for the speed hack, and that's only in games that like have no client-side protection and no server-side verification of those client-side changes, because it's a very basic cheat system. It doesn't have any like anti-cheat protection systems that kind of keep it from being detected. It's like a very, very like open cheat program. It's not like, it's meant for single player games, not for multiplayer games. So the fact that it works in MGS is kind of just shows how lousy their protection is. I didn't find that guy. No, I'll have to wait for the alarm, I guess. Yeah, those people don't. Those people are definitely cheating. The ones that have over 1K S++ guys, because I've been playing nearly constantly since the game came out for FOB, and also in single player, and I think I have like 30 S++ guys, or maybe 40, and that's for the entire time that I played it, and I put like more than 320 hours in. It's impossible to have that many right now. Yep. Yep, that's a great part about it, DC. Frankly, it has worse anti-cheat protection than Quake 3 and Quake 2. That's kind of crazy. That was a game like that was made in like the 90s. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Yep.
Infiltration successful.
Yeah, this is strange. But that's Konami for you. They literally have no experience with doing online games, apparently. But I don't know if that's, like, them to blame, or if it's, you know, mostly Kojima to blame, like Kojima Productions.
Better step up.
What's the raise level today? 0. Except for earlier, like, for some reason, like, when I was planning down claymores, they were blowing up immediately in my face for no reason. That was weird. Got a video of that. Yeah, so let me show you this, since people were talking about it. So I go to records, I go play records. So I have 309 hours played in the game. And let's see how many S++ guys I have. If I remember correctly, I have about 40. Let's see. Actually, I have less. Maybe some of them were stolen. I definitely remember having more than that. Some might have been stolen, I guess. But that's what I have currently. Yeah, I probably... Oh, I know I have a lot of people in the brick, unfortunately. But that number was definitely higher yesterday. I guess maybe somebody stole some of them or something. I thought I put them on staff management so that they were, what do you call it? Kind of contracted, I guess. And yeah, apparently I do. Yeah, I definitely have more than 9. Weird. Strange. Maybe they don't show up on the. I guess that's probably because they don't show up there anymore. Yeah, I've been trying to make sure that I update the contracts for these guys so that they don't go away. Like, I don't want obviously my S+ guys even getting stolen. The S's can be stolen, I don't care if that's 1,600 of those, but the S++s and S+ guys I want to make sure I keep, so I'm gonna have to just do this real quick. Wish there was like an easier way to do this rather than going person to person. It's another flaming buffalo. There we go. So those are my S+s. Those are S's. Okay, good. I just forgot to do all this stuff the last time that I was on. There we go. Yeah, hopefully they put something in MGO early. I'm hoping that they have figured things out by the time MGO actually comes out. Because if it is the same way that it is currently, then I'm not really too excited about the prospect of MGO, you know, being a long-term game, which I was very much excited about up until recently. So. Creeping buzzard. So what are you guys planning on playing if you guys are excited about MGO so far? Like what class? Biting tree frog. There's Rihanna. That's Rihanna. I thought I had lost Rihanna, but apparently Rihanna's still here. So she's still around, thank God. Couldn't lose Rihanna. Vile rooster. It's like infiltrator, I'm assuming. There, Morch. So this is my online brig. I have 1,300 people in my online brig. So quite a few. Just sitting there, waiting on them. There's some in here that are like C's that I don't know how I got, but obviously I hope that that doesn't replace my S's for those. S pluses are typically just from the volunteers, Frollo. I've rated Romeo probably like what seems like 15 times. Yeah, Infiltrator is appealing to me as well, except that I know that I suck with stealth. I am awful. I have always been the worst with stealth games, typically. I'm never a stealther. Splinter Cell, I was notoriously terrible at stealth. Mainly because I guess for whatever reason I'm not very good at predicting like how the AI is going to see me or whatever. That's not to say that I couldn't be pretty good with it against you know, actual people, but something about that kind of is making me not want to play an Infiltrator, even though I think I would like it. But so I'll probably end up going to Enforcer.
Be careful down there, boss.
Yes, I played Alien Isolation. Played it like to like halfway point. I just had other things that popped up, other games that I became more obsessed with at that point. That's weird, Frollo. You should be finding more of them. At least I do. I only have like 800,000 arrows in. I have to make sure to get those down first, because those usually end up being the things that detect me in the bases. I'm not sure, Kane, really. I mean, I would just kind of walk around the open free room and just see what you can find from there. I would probably go to Africa, though, and not Afghanistan, because Afghanistan you have to worry about, like, all the mountains and everything. It'd probably be faster just to find them through, you know, Africa.
CP, this is Zulu 2. Taking enemy fire. No eyes on the shooter. Over. CP, understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them.
Street Fighter V looks neat. However, I've given up on playing Street Fighter a long time ago. I used to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo a lot. I played it semi-professionally for a while. I got it. Wow. I screwed that up. Big time.
Try a little harder next time.
Sorry, I got distracted with chat. Yeah, I like fighting games typically.
Boss, the rival...
I was actually playing Rolling Thunder recently, the like free-to-play, what you call it? Free-to-play UE4 fighting game, which seems pretty good. But I haven't had enough time in with it to get good. I like the sneaking suit personally better because it dampens sound, which can help you a lot more with, you know, on the stairwells versus the way that it works in, what you call it, on the square camo. Yep, exactly, DC. Yeah, I can try command platform after this. I actually usually don't go after the command platform because I find it to be probably one of the hardest ones to finish, mainly because you get seen by the AI underneath stairwells.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Unfortunately, I can't take a shower anymore, Jay. It'd be a spoiler for me to mention why, but I can't take a shower anymore. I can't wash off the blood. What's up, Bacon? Still kind of waking up. I'm still kind of tired at the moment. I had a lot of problems sleeping last night because of the back pain and everything. Just kind of rolling around all night. Didn't really actually sleep very much. I think I maybe slept an hour. So I'm drinking lots of caffeine. Nice Frollo. Yeah, I didn't really think the second FOB was really worth it, but if you want to get your security level up to like 99, then you kind of have to buy the second FOB. Just wait here because of the railing. I think the best assault rifle, personally, in my opinion, is either the UNAR or the AK variant. But I don't use the best assault rifle in the game. I use the AMR-7 because you can pick up ammo from using it.
Successful.
This is multiplayer technically. It's like 1 versus 1, Aragon. However, the real 8 versus 8 multiplayer, which is the real multiplayer, isn't out until October 6th. Oh yeah, I forgot to do my security settings on one of the bases I'd upgraded last night. I forgot about that. Gonna have to do that real quick. You can send them off, Sahara, or just wait until your base automatically sends them away. What's up, Pistrio? There's no multiplayer in Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes are pretty much exactly just single player. Apparently I didn't have this stuff set. Some of these haven't been updated because of them just being upgraded, so I'm just trying to find the last couple ones that need to be upgraded real quick. There we go. I think that's everything. Nobody sees me rolling because it's I don't lose stealth advantage when rolling. It's not too complicated, your rage. It seems like it's complicated initially, but it's actually pretty straightforward. Yep, Cyphus. Yeah. I think of that song every time I do it. No, it's not the suit, Bear. It's actually just a function of the fact that it's basically got the same stealth advantage as crawling, except it's just faster because it's rolling. That's pretty much it. Because if you set too many areas of note, Panda, it actually doesn't do anything for you. You have to actually set a very few amount, like 2 or 3, instead of a bunch. Because if you do that, then it nullifies the advantage that you have. You don't get penalized very much at all. In fact, you usually end up earning more for having the FOB around Rage, because if for whatever reason they are unable to actually penetrate your defenses and get to the exit, what ends up happening is that they will basically give you staff by just raiding your base. Because if they lose, basically you get a bunch of bonuses. So usually you get more than you actually lose in FOB if you have a high enough security rating. So it's usually better to have the FOB than not have it, even though people are kind of intimidated by the fact that they'll lose stuff. It's really not that as big of a deal as people make it out to be. No, it's just that I don't lose stealth advantage. It's the same thing as crawling. Crawling has the same stealth advantage as you know, rolling. Really, there's no like bonus that you get for rolling. It's just that you go faster, really. Yep, and that's the same way that I look at it, Silver. The more I do it, the more I actually want to do it. I haven't gotten bored of it yet, mainly because I love playing against defenders. What do you mean, Lex? Story is the story. I don't know if I necessarily want to, like, spoil stuff for people. It's part of the reason why I play FOB. So that people don't get spoiled and they can go somewhere to watch